Good morning. Today is Wednesday, February 28th. This is Kayla Putnam.
And Braxton Young.
And you're watching Chief News. Please pause for a moment of silence. Thank you. Our special guest for the pledge this morning is Blake Henderson from Mr. McCall's home base. Everyone please stand, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Happy birthday today to Jordan Cook. And today for lunch, we'll be having oven-fried chicken with roll, cheeseburger, hamburger, mashed potatoes, green peas, and sliced peaches. And today's announcements. Teachers, remember to send your hospitality fund donations for June Day to Ms. Dellinger. This is the last week to order your yearbook. Students, you must return your form with your payment to your home-based teacher by Friday to be guaranteed a copy.
We are looking forward to seeing you at transition night tomorrow at 6:30 to meet your new teacher and get help with registration. FCA will be held this Friday morning at 7:20, place to be determined. And now a few special announcements.
Good morning. I have a list of names of 8th grade students that need to report to the cafeteria immediately following Chief News. We read this list, Ms. Rita read this list to you yesterday, but the list has changed, so please make sure and listen up, 8th graders. These are the students that will be helping with the tours for our rising 6th graders. Some of you will tour on Friday and some on Monday, but I'm going to read the entire list. You're to report to the cafeteria right as soon as Chief News is over. Those folks are Kayla Wehunt, Kemp Wehunt, Etta Godfrey, Haley Hastings, Charlie Wyatt, Ainsley Helms, Morgan Carroll, Brianna England, Mally Mason, Brooke Bedingfield, Manny Martinez, Trace Gilmore, Josh Young, Josh Pavon, Ray Watson, Lulu Lovett, Allison Bailey, Trista Primer, Allison Miller, Chevy Short, John Cole Summers, Harrison Thomas, Allison Schrantz, Zach Dagler, Genevieve Shutt, Jada Sorrow, Braxton Young, Aiden Krause, Mason Adams, Brad Jimenez, Brett Mason, Jake Gregg, Jonathan Cook, Holiday Hopper, Jersey Singletary, Lathan Bradshaw, Avery Haney, Justin Pender, Tori Travis, Farrah Richardson, Lacey Branch, Lainey Hallman, Brianna Boggs, Lauren Paget, Jenna Wiley, Luke Hefner, Grace Lee, and Ricky Ramsey. Again, all those folks need to report to the cafeteria immediately following Chief News. Thank you.
This is Albert Frank Cox. He was born on December 5th, 1895 in Evansville, Indiana. After graduating from Indiana University in 1917, Cox served in World War I and then pursued a career in teaching. In 1925, he earned his Ph.D. in mathematics from Cornell University, becoming the first African American to earn the degree in the United States and in the world. After earning his degree, Cox taught at West Virginia State College and then at Howard University, where he remained until his retirement in 1965. 10 years later, the Howard University Mathematics Department established the Albert F. Cox Scholarship Fund to encourage young black undergraduates to pursue mathematics studies at the graduate level. He also was a professor of physics, biology, and chemistry at Shaw University in Raleigh, North Carolina. Universities in London and Germany rejected Cox because of his race. He had 3 children, James, Eugene, and Albert, and he died on November 28, 1969.
Very good, thank you.
Gwendolyn Brooks is one of the most highly regarded poets of the 20th century, American poetry. She holds the distinction of being the first African American poet to win the Pulitzer Prize. She was also the first black woman to hold a position of poetry consultant to the Library of Congress. And she was a poet, a literate, that don't make no sense,
Just keep reading.
of the state of Illinois. Brooks was born on June 17, 1917 in Topeka, Kansas. But when she was young, her family moved to Chicago, Illinois. By the time she was 13 years old, she had published her first poem entitled Eventide. By the time she was 17, she frequently published poems for Chicago Defender. which was the newspaper written for Chicago's African American population. Brooks attended junior college and worked for the National Association of Advancement of Colored People. Brooks published several books such as A Street in Bronzeville and Annie Allen, which were collections of poems in the 1950s that had a period, which published her first novel entitled Maud Martha. It was the only novels she'd ever published in the I can't read. I can't.
Here. It's okay. Where are we?
I don't even know.
In her later poems, Brooks wrote about political figures and subjects, such as the South African activist named Winnie Mandela. She said she wanted to write poems that were meaningful. She also wrote and published 2 volumes of her autobiography. Gwendolyn Brooks died on December 3rd, 2000 of cancer in her home in Chicago. She was 83 years old.
Dang, that last
All right.
part I read really well.
You could have done that. All right, Kayla and Brax.
And remember Chief Pride. Prepared, respect, integrity, discipline, and excellence. Have a great day.